right, get ready for it. Developing your brand. I love this section because it goes kind of deep. So get ready for it. I'm going to hold your hand and take you step by step by step through this. And I think you're going to be pretty happy with the outcome. All right, when we're talking about a brand, straight up, I'll tell you right now, we are not talking about your products here. We're talking about a bigger picture. So again, this is not about the product, it's about the bigger picture. And here's a couple of examples right here. Tiffany's jewelry store versus Fred Meyer's jewelers. When you walk into each of these stores, think about how you would feel. Now, if you don't know what Tiffany's is, it's a high-end jewelry store in the hub of downtown New York City, and it makes you feel ritzy, or it makes you feel like you need to be ritzy to even go in that store. It's very, very high-end and high scale. Now, Fred Meyer's Jewelers is more of a budget jeweler found at our local grocery store here in Utah. And it makes you feel like you've got a great product, but you haven't had to spend a lot of money. Now, there's nothing wrong with either of these stores, right? They just have different objectives and different customers. And at the end of the day, they both sell jewelry, but you have two completely different experiences. Let's look at Nordstrom versus Walmart, and let's think about more of their clothing line. So Nordstrom clothing, it's guaranteed, it's got great customer service, they do have higher prices, and it makes you feel like you are a trendsetter when you walk out of that store. Now Walmart has been known and been telling everybody that they're the low price leader. They've got lots of products on racks with huge saving signs, and it makes you feel like you got a great deal when you walk out of that store. So before you go into these stores, you know what to expect, even though you have no clue on the specifics what is in there, right? You know you're gonna get a different feeling from Nordstrom's versus Walmart. And this is where I want to begin. I want you to start thinking about how do you want your shop to be known? And that's what we're gonna dive into, and I've broken it up into parts, and we've actually got some fill in the blanks for you to help you know the direction that you want to head. Now, when you think about a brand, what does the word brand even mean? Well, I'm going to give you a big fat hint and tell you the answer. It is a promise. A promise. And this is where it all starts. It starts with how you make your customers feel and how you will serve them. That's what a brand is. It's not complex colors and logos and things like that. Yes, we will dive into that later, but your brand is truly how you make your customers feel and how you serve them. That is the first part. And you'll see a little note right here that you will continue to tweak this over the life of your business. So let's say you're started in one direction and you start to turn in a little bit of a different direction as your business evolves. That's part of business building. And give yourself permission to be okay with that. Okay, so here's the second part. This isn't in any book that you'll read. This is in the Allison Dictionary of Branding. If you know you want your customers to feel and you want to serve them, you've got to be able to make sure it works with you. You want to build your business around you and your lifestyle versus letting your business decide you and your lifestyle, right? And so what we want to do is I'm going to be asking you questions to help you know what you really want out of this business, how you want this business to run. Like, it would be great to say we are open 24 hours a day with 24-hour customer service and we ship every single second of the day. But if you're like, in the beginning it's all just me, I can't ship every second of the day because I'll be sleeping, that's not going to fit you, right? And so when we are building this brand, we're putting you in this equation too, because if it doesn't fit your style, it's going to be a lot harder to get your business going. All right, so I want to dive into, let's start off with McDonald's. Bum, bum, bum. I guess I should sing the dun 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 dun. It's gonna get stuck in your heads now. I want you to notice in their missions and value, their fill. Their fill is they want to be our customers' favorite place to eat. They want customers to love to go to McDonald's. And then how do they serve? Improving our operations and enhancing customers' service. It doesn't say a dang thing about hamburgers, supersized fries, or any type of dessert, right? It's all about feelings and it's all about service. Let's take it to Coca-Cola. Their fill is to inspire moments of optimism and happiness. How do they serve? To create value and make a difference. Notice there's nothing about the sugar drink in their mission at all. This is not about the product. This is about how you make your customers feel. All right, so I want to show you a few more examples, and these are businesses that I have started from the ground up, and I will let you know the serve and the fill on each one. So howdoesshe.com, that is a blog, and you can go over, check it out, and what it is, the serve is we created an online library to answer the questions of how does she? Like, it's pretty simple, right? And then the fill is education on the home, family, and self-care that allows women to connect and inspire each other. And so that is our brand right there. Pick Your Plum. When I started it, the fill was an online style shopping experience. Game style, like get people super, super excited and have the, oh my gosh, I won feeling as they're purchasing. And then how was I serving them? Was giving them great, like crazy good, amazing prices on limited items each and every single day. That's how I was serving them. My pillows company. My fill was the slumber party excitement. Remember your first slumber party that you ever got to do and how excited you were? Those are the feelings that I want to bring up. And then how do I serve them? Is I deliver top quality pillowcases. And so you can see how the serve and the fill kind of go hand in hand. Now, with How Does She? Does it tell you the exact posts? No. With Pick Your Plum, does it tell you what type of products? Like, are you getting cupcake liners or are you getting joy? No, it doesn't say, right? It's just giving you a feeling and how I'm going to deliver it, how I'm going to serve them. Now with pillows, I kind of I knew it was pillowcases, but I didn't quite know exactly what type of pillowcases it was. And let's jump to the next thing. All right, now here's our first fill in the blank section. So what I want you to do is take out a piece of paper and you're going to start writing out how you want your customers to feel. And if you're like, Allison, I don't know how I want my customers to feel. Well, guess what? I made it easy for you. You can push pause and there's a whole list right here in front of you. And to help you get inspired or think about or even use these ideas that are right in front of you. So how would you like your customer to feel when they open up your package? Do you want them to feel like they are Joanna Gaines herself, like the world's best home decorator? Or do you want them to feel like grandma just packaged up a gift and sent it to them? Or do you want them to feel like they are the next trendsetter of the world? Or do you want them to feel like they got the best deal ever? Read through these, push pause on the video. You can fill in the blank. You can actually add a couple. I will let you add a couple if you want to. And remember, this isn't set in stone forever, but it's going to give you a direction as you start building your company. Now we're going to do the second fill in the blank. How do you want to serve your customers? Will you serve them by offering them a product that connects with people? That's kind of like what How Does She does. It's more of an informational type product. Or do you want to serve them by offering them a product that improves their living? Right here sitting in front of me, I just ordered a pair of sunglasses from So Peacock. They're actually one of our clanners, and I absolutely love these sunglasses. And so they served me by offering a pair of sunglasses that they're the darkest sunglasses I've ever had, and they really help with a bright sun when I am driving. Their product, even though they're us selling sunglasses, they actually served me by helping me with one of my pain points. Or will you serve them by offering a product at the lowest price online? That's what my shop Pick Your Plum had. In the beginning, I wanted to make sure that they were getting the lowest price online, and that's how I was serving them. Or do you want to serve them by offering a product that has so much value that their mind will spin? So take a second, push pause, fill in the blank on how you want to serve your customers best. Now, let's talk about you. Because you are the most important piece right here. And we've got to create this around your lifestyle. And now that you know how you want your customers to feel and how you're going to serve them, now we're going to dig in to the next 3 parts about your lifestyle, the way you want to run it, and how you can build products that you are proud of. All right, so here's an example right here. My girls, remember they were 10 and 13 when they started their little business. They wanted to provide a product that people would be excited to get at a great price, and it still felt like it had a little bit of a personal touch to it. Do you guys see the fill? Do you see the serve in there, right? But here's the part about them and their lifestyle. They also wanted to do it in their time. These are girls that were in junior high and elementary. They had piano, they had church, and they still needed to just be kids. And so we sat down with them and they decided that they were going to work Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings and give it their all during that time and then not be stressed out on the other days that work was piling up. They made it very clear that they worked Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings. They even talked to their customers and let them know about what to expect from them, and it worked out beautifully. All right, now we're gonna dive deep into the lifestyle that you want. All right, in the beginning of Pick Your Plum, my very first e-commerce business, I would get up at like 4:35 every single morning to work until my babies woke up. And then I'd put them down for their naps and I'd go back to work. And then when my husband would get home, then I would go back to work. And there were nights where I basically slept on the floor in the form of power naps between packing jobs. And you know, I will always be super grateful for this experience, but I honestly wished I had someone to tell me that there was a better way to do it. And that there was, if I built my processes, I would have probably been able to sleep in my bed instead of on the floor. Now, with pillows, so I built my first business, right? And I learned, still loved it, still was running it. But the second business I built, I wanted to do it differently. I wanted to be in control of the business instead of the business controlling me by setting up processes. And so honestly, this is what I focus on right here in the 0 to 100K system, is how to build up the systems so you can sleep in your own bed at night at the right time. Now, I'm not saying you might not have some late nights because you're excited or you want to work, or you're working with manufacturers in China and that's when they're awake, but it will allow you to have a little bit more structure than I did with Pick Your Plum. And so that's why in the 0 to 100K system, I focus on the Pillows 2 strategy. And then I put on another one right here, How Does She? The beginning, we were working about 8 hours a day. Usually it was about 8 hours a night because we'd put the babies to bed and then we would get to work. Okay, now this is a fill in the blank right here. The type of business I'm going to commit to is blank hours per week. All right, now with this slide, I'm not saying that you can just work an hour here or there and being a flying success. Building a business takes work and consistency, and I want you to commit. Your constant consistency will result in better results versus here a little and there a little. So commit now to how much you are willing to work. I got a little note down here for you, and I'm not sugarcoating this, and I'm going to lay it all out here right now. Those that are willing to put in more time usually get better results. That's pretty obvious, right? So if you're committing to 1 hour a week, congratulations. I'm so proud of you for doing that. But you cannot compare yourself with those who are willing to put in 10 hours a week or 20 hours a week. All right? Just promise me right now that you will compare your results with you and only you, because everybody's lifestyle is so different. And if it is 1 hour a week, I want to say congratulations. You are doing it and you are going to make this happen. Now, if you're putting in 10 to 20 hours a week or even more, I will say the same thing. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Now let's make this happen. So fill in the blank right now. It's your time to commit to you right now. You owe it to yourself. You can do this. All right, next part. Let's dig into how do you want to run your business? How do you want to do it? You've envisioned your business. Now, how do you want to get your products into your customers' hands? Like, how do you want it to look? Now, I will go into shipping in different modules, but are you okay with shipping from your home? Or do you want it out of your home? Do you want someone else to do it? This is determined by you and your situation. When I first started, I did it all on my own to learn the process. And as I grew, I decided to hire it out because I realized the power of hiring out shipping. It was beautiful. So I could focus on growing my business. So look over the list above, push pause, and write how you envision your business to run. You can put it into parts. Like, I want my business to run where I'm shipping out in the beginning, and then as soon as I hit $10,000, then I want to start hiring someone and bringing someone in. Then when I hit $100,000, then I want to use another company to ship my products for me. So think about how you want your product to be run. And then also, do you want to have a lot of product options, little product options? Do you want homemade products, or do you want to spend more on the manufactured product side of it? So just start thinking about how you want your business to run around your lifestyle. And on that blank piece of paper that you're writing your fill in the blank answers, I want you to write in this answer also. So we are on to the last part of this section, and we're going to talk about junk. I'll just lay it right out for you. If you sell junk, it will come back to bite you. All right, I want you to be proud of what you're selling. Now, before you launch your products, more than likely, you'll have a little bit of self-doubt coming in. And remember, that's Satan getting in your head to stop you. You'll wonder if you chose the right product. You'll wonder if it's the right color. And you'll probably look over all the little tiny details of the product. I'm not talking about that. I'm straight up 100% talking about junk and then trying to resell it. It will come back and bite you hard. Now, here's an example. I ordered some purses. Did I get samples? No. Number one biggest mistake, always get samples. And I got these purses in, and the straps were held, I swear, by 2 or 3 pieces of thread. Hanging on by a thread came from those bags. And I was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. People won't put heavy stuff in here. And I sold them. You guys, I shouldn't have done it. And I learned. So I tell you from my mistakes, don't send out junk. The amount of returns that we got was ginormous, and we had to pay the shipping back because that's what we told our customers. So it cost us more money to get the product back that was junk anyways, and then we ended up losing a whole bunch of customers. So get samples, confirm that your stuff's not junk, and then don't sell the junk. Just don't go down that route. All right, now this is what I usually ask when I get my samples in. Could I sell this to my mom? You can insert your loved one's name here and make him or her proud, right? So if it is a shirt, could I sell this to my sister and make her proud? If their dog, a dog collar, could I sell this to my friend who has a dog and make her proud? That's kind of the general rule, and that will more than likely keep you safe, knowing if you're ever on that line of, should I sell this? Should I not sell this, based on the quality? And now I have a bonus for you. So you've been out there, you've been studying the trending products, and you're trying to narrow down the brand that you want to build, the products that you want to offer your customers. I want to add this next part into it. Your strengths. Your strengths are going to help you to sell and help push you even further and faster. So, for example, if you love fashion, why not sell fashion? You already know the fabric that looks good. You already know the prints that are in style. Like, you're just further ahead than someone who maybe doesn't like fashion or someone that's just barely beginning. If you love home decor, let that strength help you sell even more. Get to those trending items faster. If you love sports, hunting, baking, crafting, whatever, those are going to help you build a stronger brand because you already know about that information. Now, I have another note on here. You guys know that I like to make notes. Make this general. Don't go so super specific. So here's an example. I'm not a huge fan of baking, but I love watching baking shows. When the cupcake trend came up, guess what? I was on it. I knew by that baking show that I could get cupcake liners into the hands of my customers, and they sold like hotcakes, and I'm not even kidding, right? So I knew the cupcake liner needs to be about this big, and not the ginormous ones weren't selling, but the standard ones were selling. Like, I was able to hop on that trend faster because I was in tune with what I already knew, and that can be your strength. So this right here, I want you to fill in the blank on some of the things that you kind of really love. And then I want you to put on the bottom what you're not a fan of. If I need to go sell hunting supplies or hunting products, I would bomb that category. Even sports, I think I might be like struggling a little bit in that category. But home decor, baking, crafting, like that's what I know, that's my world. And so I could slide into that a lot faster, know my customers better, understand my customers to help me to build my company even faster. All right, now I want you to put them all together. So right here, your brand. I want my customers to feel how? As I serve them by what? And then your lifestyle, build around your lifestyle. This will be built around my lifestyle as I will dedicate blank amount of hours per week, and I will run my blank type of business. Are you shipping out of your home? Is it a handmade product? Is it a manufactured type product? And then this is going to help you to know a more solid direction in how you are going to rock this e-commerce world.